what is the hardest part about breaking into the music business, and then on top of that, being openly trans?
I think the hardest part is getting the first couple of shows, because they're always like, what venues have you played before? How many people can you get to come out? And you really you don't know that if you've never played a show before. And on the Long Island scene where I grew up and where I became, you had to sell a certain amount of tickets to be able to play any venue. And it's so hard, especially as an acoustic artist and there's only one person in your group, to sell 25 tickets, to sell 30 tickets, and be able to get people at the venue, enough people to keep the club running. So I was super lucky when I started out. I was 13 and I could never make the pre-sale, and this guy Dob, he was the booking agent, and he was like, just keep trying, and he just gave me a pass every time until I was able to sell 70 tickets for, to play the Crazy Donkey on Long Island, for some battle of the bands. But, it just takes that one person to believe in you to bring you up.
So, did you always know that you were trans?
Yeah, when I was 6 years old, my screen name on AIM was Little Man Skier, because I used to ski and stuff. But I've always been my gender expression was always very androgynous growing up, and my mom says since I was 3 years old I wore a backwards hat, and I was very defiant against dresses and all that stuff, but that doesn't make me trans, that's just my gender expression. And I also played with Barbies, and liked to dress up in skirts with my brother, we just did all that stuff, and did makeup and dress up and did all of that stuff too, and that doesn't make my brother a girl, right? So it's gender, as a child, I didn't have to think about gender much because my parents let us play with any toys. But once I started hitting puberty and I started realizing oh my god, my body is different than my brother's body, it started to freak me out, and I was like, whoa, people are different under their clothes. And then I realized I don't like how my body is. I'm not comfortable with this, and I'm not comfortable my girl cousins are, and I wanted to just feel comfortable. And then I finally found that when I realized that being transgender existed, when I met a transgender man, because I had no idea that transitioning existed. It wasn't on television, it wasn't, it wasn't 8 years ago, whatever it was when I came out, it wasn't on television, it wasn't talked about on Facebook, it was never a trending topic, you couldn't find it. And then there was these couple of guys on YouTube, Charles Asher and Freshly Charles and ANFJs, that those were the guys, and you would watch them, and that's how you found out everything about transitioning, and there was no other way but YouTube.
And so is that part of the reason you became a YouTuber?
Yeah, I was really inspired by the people on YouTube, and it also YouTube back then wasn't edited or anything like that. You would just turn on your laptop and put on your webcam and just talk, and if you cried, and it was in there, and if whatever you said, I remember people's phones would ring while they were filming, to be oh, let me take this call, sorry about that, sorry. It was just that's how it was. You just rolled and you just went, and it was cool, and it was so personal, and it still is really personal now, but YouTube was more of a straightforward journal entry of sorts, and everyone was doing it, and everyone was capable of doing it if you had a computer and a webcam.
Do you miss that part of YouTube?
Yeah, I do miss it sometimes. Sometimes I wish I could just go on and rant about something, but people don't really have time for that anymore, and people only want to watch videos that are 1 minute to 5 minutes now, which really is not cool. And but I love what YouTube has become. I think it's a great platform to educate people, and I think it's really, really powerful in saving people's lives and educating the public, and it's very shareable.
growing up, did you have anyone else like around you in your family that was a part of the queer community?
No, I remember like my aunt had my cousin. I remember my cousin had a girlfriend that was always there, but like it wasn't discussed that they were like real girlfriends. It sounded like they were friends that were girls, and there was nothing queer at all. It was all like hidden. Again, it wasn't so much in the media either.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry for my only wearing a binder. I just got home from school and it's hot as heck. But thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this is kind of on the longer side. The other videos will be shorter. But I just thought it was very important to have these 3 ideas and connections put together. So yeah. So I will see you guys again. Stay safe and I love you. Bye.